Fight Time Network.
Welcome back, fight fans. We are coming at you live with the UFC Fight Night main card from Saudi Arabia this weekend. How you doing, Lee?
Fucking fantastic. Coming off a fabulous weekend of MMA action. I was live at the Unified 60 MMA event. Shout out to you, all you Cleveland boys there. You really put some tears in our eyes, knocking our homeboy. But congratulations to Jordon and Tague on that fabulous win, that second round TKO. And PFL, KSW, Bellator. Oh, wow. Fights we were watching for the whole weekend there. At Hader Khan winning that first bout there. If you saw that viral post, he broke the guy's arm with an up kick. It was absolutely nuts. But that's old business, and we're here to discuss new business.
That's what I'm talking about. UFC Saudi Arabia this weekend, headlined by Israel Adesanya, Nassourdine, Imavov. We're going to start out the main card with, about knocked my poster down. Muhammad Naimov versus Khan Ofli. Naimov coming in 11-3. Khan coming in 11-3 also. One no contest or decision. What do you think about this one coming in here, Lee? Do you really think Ofli's got what it takes coming off the Contender Series? No, not the Contender Series,
Ultimate Fighter. Yeah.
Ultimate Fighter. Kind of came off, got knocked out round 2, coming out the Ultimate Fighter by Marion Santos.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be a little outgunned on this one. A little too much hype and jumping competition here for me. What's your thoughts? You gonna agree on that also?
I totally agree with you. You look at Naimov's record. He's got Nate Wood. He's got Jamie Malarkey. He beat Silva's leg right up to the point where it was injured. Not to mention in his regional experience, he's coming out of Tough Enough, which is just a wild promotion. There's a lot of top guys that are coming out of there lately. It's stiff competition for a regional scene. So yeah, I think Naimov gets this one easy work for him, and just another name to add to his resume.
Naimov versus Felipe Lima, and that dude was just a tank, bud.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. But he did take him to the third round in that fight. I mean, ultimately he did get choked in the third round, but those first 2 rounds were wild.
And Felipe Lima's starting to get pretty old, ain't he?
Yeah. But all these
bad. He was born in 98. Dang, he's a lot younger than thought.
Oh god, yeah. That's not old.
That is not old, my friend. No, yeah. I'm right.
Prime in MMA, yeah.
When prime time. Felipe Lima, but he looked really good going in the first fight and a half. I just don't see Lima or Khan coming anywhere close to the stature that Lima held and gave to Naimov, even though he submitted in round 3. I rewatched that fight, man, and I do not see what Khan can bring to the game to be anywhere near close to Felipe Lima. I feel like Lima would finish him round 1, round 2 from my
perspective. Yeah, Naimov, he's coming off that loss after that big streak that he put together, those list of names that he just went through. So he's looking to get this one back. He's gunning for a ranking, and with Ofli just coming off of the Ultimate Fighter, losing, being the runner up at the Ultimate Fighter. They're not really doing him much favors to get in line, but Naimov's jumping up that ranking ladder and biting at 15, so he's gonna want this. He's gonna go hard, and ultimately, I think he's gonna add Ofli to his resume.
Factual, I have to believe. What is the odds on that quick shot? Minus 258 versus plus 210. Might as well just leave him be.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We got a matchup here that took over for a cancellation that we had. We ended up losing. Snap. I do not have the right screen up. God bless me. Let's get it. Come on, Leak, save me here.
Whoa, Mike Davis, Ferris C. Ham. That's where it took over.
Yeah, Mike. They took over for Alice Garov and Munez. That was a banger. Not very happy that got canceled.
Yeah.
3-0 coming in at 16-4. Mike Davis 11-2. This kind of came up out of nowhere. It's pretty lopsided on the It's kind of a pick 'em. Plus 120, minus 142. I think it should be a little closer. I don't think Mike Davis should possibly be the favorite in this fight for me. What are you thinking, Lee?
I think the real winners on this one is us, man. This is going to be an absolute dog burner, barn burner, dog fight. Pick them down and drag them out. Like you've got Mike Davis, who's gone through Mason Jones, Slava Claus, Nathan Levy, in just absolute wars. And then you've got Ferry C. Ham, who's gone through Figla, Jai Herbert, and then he's coming off of his last fight where he KO'd Steamroller Frivola in the third round after he turned into the knee from hell and just flatlined him. I like Pharisee Ham in this fight. It's going to be
it's going to be a barn
burner, but Farisi Ham does have that real skilled, calculated, calm approach kickboxing, and I think it's going to get him another victory in this one.
Fun fact for you guys, both these guys are on 4-fight win streaks. So both are going to come in very confident. That loss to Burns, Mike Davis, is that Gilbert?
Yeah. Gilbert Burns. Yeah. It's crazy. He fought him at welterweight.
Since, eh? God bless him.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know.
And then his resume is just stacked on top of that. Like, I don't think he hasn't lost.
Choke the second round.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't think long after that. That was around the time Gilbert Burns was gunning for Usman for the title or so.
Yeah, he was on that run.
Yeah.
So that was back in 19. Yeah, for sure. I'm going to have to agree with you on, I don't know, man.
It's going to be wild, man. Yeah,
so many combos. When Mike Davis throws, he throws. He's throwing 4, 5, 6. He's not just going to throw 1 or 2. He's landing almost 6 strikes per minute.
Yeah. But Ziam Faraz is crafty, man. Like one of those counters can put your lights out. He just needs to slip off a one. Like that knee came out of nowhere. Like how many times do you see guys turn around to go and, turn the weight off the cage and just eat a knee? Like how he got it up that high is beyond me.
Okay, I exactly remember what you're talking about now because his coach is like, turn around.
Yeah, and he turns right into the knee.
I'll take it. I'm actually just going to say this one did not go the distance for me. I don't want to pick one or the other and just enjoy it. Someone's getting slept, one or the other.
That's really a given.
How Ziam comes in and stays in the pocket. If he could close the distance fully and Mike Davis not be able to hit 1, 2, 3 step, a couple more leading into this one. But what a barn burner.
The no distance is probably like minus 500.
What?
I said the no distance is probably minus 500 when they release it.
Either way, guys, this one is pretty much a pick-up. One or the other, add it to a better minus 250s, parlays, and somebody else would be a good third burner to get right for a parlay. Get your odds up in the air. Moving on, Saud Nurmagomedov, 18-3 versus Vinicius Oliveira, 21-3. What a barn burner here. I'm going to actually go with Oliveira here, Lee.
Yeah.
I watched both of their last fights. I love the way that Oliveira kept his distance. And don't get Nurmagomedov figured out with anything. He is not part of the Nurmagomedov camp. No wrestling. That's what people I don't think are going to understand on this one. He's not a part of their camp. He's not a part of their family. He only actually averages 1 takedown a fight.
Yeah. Fun fact about Saud is he actually his second fight in the UFC in 2019, he lost to Raoni Barcelos, who just schooled Peyton Talbot when Peyton Talbot was a minus 1200. So, and I think the odds were pretty similar. So, I mean, it doesn't say much for Nurmagomedov, but it does say something for Barcelos or Barcelos.
Vinicius, yeah. I rewatched both of their fights, and Oliveira kept Ricky. It's kind of he's beat the shit out of Ricky Simon the whole time. It wasn't even like he never really went for a finish or anything like that, and it was so lopsided.
Yeah, absolutely. And Oliveira came in the plus money underdog on that. He was like plus 185 when he fought Ricky Simon. And just round for round, second for second was always one step ahead of him. It was fantastic to see. I think Oliveira, I agree with you. I think Vinicius Oliveira gets this done as well. ultimately, he's got the ticket. He's got the style that could very well see him into the
Yeah,
top 15.
that's what I'm saying too. Because Saeed's, I went and rewatched. Actually, I skipped the Gafurov fight and went back and watched his loss to Jonathan Martinez.
Yeah.
And that fight, I kind of got stolen from him,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it was so close. Like you could, every time Saeed would get the upper hand, Martinez would close it off, finish his attack, stop him from being able to do any damage, get him up against the fence, and then take him down. So it was like even
Yeah.
Martinez hit his own couple takedowns.
Yeah.
So it was very
Wait.
interesting. It's going to be a hard one to tell, but I'm going to take just because plus 150 Oliveira.
Yeah. Well, you go back even one fight before that with Oliveira when he fought Brendan Sopage and that
Tapaj.
freaking flying knee across the cage that was seen around the world. Ultimately, and then Brendan Sopage just got a huge victory back in UFC 311. So, yeah, I think you're definitely onto something with Oliveira winning at the plus money here. The most notable win Saeed's got is Cody Stallman, and that was a little while ago, and Stallman's sort of been up
Yeah.
and down in his record.
I mean, he did beat Silva de Andrade, and that old man never fucking.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair
Yeah, like
enough. Yeah,
if you
yeah.
ever got to fight that dude, it's not an easy win, no matter how old you think he's getting nowadays. He's
Yeah,
still putting on great shows. But I'll
dude
agree
ages
with you
backwards.
because I was actually Jonathan Martinez. He actually, I remember watching his last fight. I was not impressed. I thought he was going to
No
come
way.
out looking like a whole new man, but it is what it
Was
is.
that fought Jose Aldo last time or
Yeah, he got picked apart
is he
pretty bad.
yeah.
I believe so, for right. But either way, I'm taking Oliveira plus money on this one. It's one of my underdog picks for sure this week.
Yeah, I'm with you riding 100% on that one.
Moving on to this banger, y'all. I'd say it's Rosenstruik, 15-5 versus the big old Russian Sergey Missile Fist Pavlovich, my friend.
Yeah.
The thing is, if he somehow gets that overhand right, dude, could be sleepy.
Yeah. Heavyweight fight, so anybody's lights could be put out at any given second. But for me, I got to go with Pavlovich. Rosenstrike's just showing himself way too slow in the past. The only,
36.
yeah, he really only wins against brawlers, and he stays technical and composed, or guys that try to grapple him and can't get him down. I think Pavlovich would be able to find a way to take him down if that were the case, but ultimately he's going to find a way to touch him, and it's likely going to be quick. And this is probably one of those ones that doesn't go outside of the first round. And the common denominator between the two of them, you could see, would be Curtis Blades. Pavlovich was able to finish Curtis Blades with a vengeance, and Rosenstrike had a lot of problems with Curtis Blades, ended up losing the decision.
Yeah. Yeah, this is God, what's the odds? Because the odds of him even wins probably crazy.
I think it's like 2-1 for Pavlovich.
Plus 245.
Yeah, there we go.
It should be plus minus 400 versus plus 400.
Yeah.
I don't see it going either way than Pavlovich walking out with another knockout victory. Rosenstruik's been knocked enough out in his career. You know, if he even gets touched, and Pavlovich is different power, man. Like,
Yeah, man, he can't, like, these last two losses don't take anything away from him, like freaking
oh
Volkov
yeah,
and then Tom Aspinall, like the cream of the crop. And now he's fighting a little bit of down the line with Rosenstrike. He's likely going to get this one with highlight reel fashion and give himself another argument for a top contender.
Moving on to your co-main event, UFC Fight Night, Saudi Arabia. What the hell? Wake up!
Words.
Shara Magomedov, 15-0, y'all, versus Michael Venom Page, 22-3. Beautiful stylistic matchup. As we could all hope, going to be a beautiful stand-up show of skill. I think Michael Page might get him, man. I'm truthful. Like,
yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Gonna get frustrated if he don't get him, and I don't know.
Yeah, because they kind of play the exact same game.
Yeah.
And ultimately, Michael Venom Page has been doing it longer. Michael Venom Page has proved that we'll see him in shape. He's got great cardio.
Facts.
Bullet, on the other hand, has showed signs of fading in his last couple of fights. And even though he got a remarkable highlight reel finish in the last one, and I think he went to the distance the one before, but he was showing signs of more signs of fatigue than you've seen Michael Venom Page show in his fights against Ian Gary or Kevin Holland. And I think if I agree with you, I think if Page shows up in great shape and does what he does, it's the same thing Bullet brings to the table. And Michael Page has been doing it for longer, and he's not done yet.
I'm gonna have to 100% agree with you. I feel like Michael's distance, like his management, is just gonna be. It's gonna play right into where Bullet does not want to be. He might accidentally walk into something too. Also, the way he just moves around, dude, it's elegant. Like a lot of people hate Page too because he kind of has all flashy and this and that. But if you just literally take it for what it is, it's beautiful. It's artwork.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's gonna be one of those matchups where you're gonna be on the edge.
I'm
Hopefully
gonna
they don't
take it.
shut each
I'm gonna
other
take
out.
Page by decision. Is what I.
Yeah, yeah. I think
I
it's
think
up
he's
at
gonna
plus.
outpoint him, and he can just sit there all day. And
Yeah, I think
Magomedov's
it's gonna
not
come
really
in.
like a Russian kind of person. I mean, the reason he knocked out Petrosian, because Petrosian was walking forward,
Yeah, yeah.
walking into combos. He walked into that double hammer fist. But Page ain't going to be there for that.
No, no,
Even
no.
if he's tired, he's not going to stay where Petrosian was.
Yeah. Yeah, either we're gonna see a highlight reel finish or we're gonna see guys looking at each other for 3 rounds. I feel like it could go either way because they kind of both have the same style. It could end up, they both have that counter fighter style. So ultimately, they could end up just, taking pictures for quite most of the fights. But
True.
ultimately, I hope we see something cool.
Me too, because there's a lot of hype behind it. That's for damn sure. Moving on to your main event, UFC Fight Night, Saudi Arabia, Israel Adesanya versus Nasser Dean, Imavov. Imavov has just been on hell of a run. Got through Allen, got through
Yeah.
Cannonier down in Kentucky, got through Roman Dolidze,
Poof.
lost to Strickland 5 fights ago, right before his no contest against Curtis. Oh, there's no way to know what you're gonna get from Adesanya, my friend.
Yeah. Certainly
How
it.
long can you be champion and hold that level? And then in your head, you're falling off. You lost to Strickland,
Yeah.
lost to Duplessis. Doesn't matter if they're split hairs or not. Strickland, nobody knows what the fuck to even call that. We're just gonna have to delete that one because I don't even know. That was like
Yeah.
Adesanya if you didn't know how to ever fight. It was fucking weird. His loss to Duplessis could have went either way, but people still argue it nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like the slight edge could go to Imanov for activity, and ultimately that means something. And it
Yeah.
depends on what style of Adesanya that we get, whether it's the Izzy that we know pre Sean Strickland that was lapping everybody, or is he have like a title run in mind, or is he just looking for these big money fights, or is he trying to climb back up the ladder? Like, are we going? Because he's not done yet. But is that inactivity, is that time off in between a hard loss and then a finished loss going to affect him against Imanov?
And you can't even say that Imavov hasn't went 5 because he went 5 with fucking Dolidze.
Yeah.
Knocked out Jared Cannonier in round 4.
Oh, yeah.
3 rounds with relentless Brendan Allen pace. 5 rounds with Strickland.
Yeah.
So you can't say you can't go 5.
No, absolutely. And I mean, ultimately, if he stays on his game and he doesn't give an inch and he covers all his bases to not get countered by Izzy, the possibility for him to win is there. I don't want to touch the line, but I certainly think Imanov does have a slight edge over Izzy going into this one.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. And there's been, just in the small amount of fights we've had this year, dude, the matchups are just the underdog can win a lot with the way they're matched up with stats. And everybody hates MMA math because it never adds up. But there are times where it just does.
Yeah.
Like a couple weeks ago, man, it just added up for me. It was boom, 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 boom. And when
Yeah.
you're looking at it like this, I mean, Imavov even lands more strikes per minute than Adesanya. His
Yeah.
striking accuracy is better than Adesanya.
That's the thing. It's like most of the time in MMA, this guy beats that guy beats this guy, so he beats that guy, never works out. But one thing
Does
that
have
I've
like
seen
10 more
consistent
fights.
affect MMA is ultimately time, a matter of time. You know, when you've got a champion defending their title 10 times in a row, it's a matter of time on the 11th before he loses. When you've got your guys like Peyton Talbot or Umar Nurmagomedov this past weekend, it was just a matter of time until they got their
Matter of
first
time.
L. And, you know, the more and more fights that go by, the matter of time's always, you know, at a higher percentage. So maybe it's Imanov's time. Maybe it's a matter of time that Izzy, or maybe we see the return of Izzy. It's going to be very, very close. But I think because of the activity we've seen from Imanov is definitely going to be the slight edge that he's going to bring to the table over Adesanya.
Adesanya's turned 35.
Yeah.
I thought Imavov was like 31. He's only 29. That 2 years in fight time's big difference.
It'll all depend on how his game plan goes.
Mm.
Like if he's going to play into the getting countered by Izzy, then it's going to be a dangerous striking match. But if he's able to mix it up, if he's able to give him good looks, maybe go for the legs a couple of times, even if he's not going to take it to the ground, but he's going to have to find a way, if he comes with a good game plan, to keep Izzy backing up and not able to set up a counter or angle off. He might have the edge.
I agree. He might have the edge here. But I'm going to change my mind, man. I'm going to go with Adesanya, truthfully, here. Dude, he has a 5-inch reach on him also. That's freaking huge.
Yeah, no, that's massive.
So really, I think we're going to see one of the best Adesanyas come out here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And just walk through Imavov and maybe have one more shot at the title.
Ultimately. Yeah.
I'm going to throw the ribbons out there, and that's what I'm going with.
Yeah. Even with that slight edge, you do look at the history, though, and who's Imanov struggled against. And, you know, is he still himself? Maybe it was a one-off with Strickland. You know, DDP has not lost in the UFC. We got to stop discrediting guys for losing to DDP, man. He hasn't lost once in the freaking
right,
UFC.
Dude.
Like everybody's like,
his odd style.
Yeah. Oh, he got finished by DD. Well, so did everybody else except for Strickland.
Right. All right. Well, sweet. That about wraps it up, guys. Got anything else, Lee?
No, I'm excited. 9 a.m. Eastern time, guys, because this is in Saudi Arabia. It's better than China, where it's 3 o'clock in the morning. At least you can have a full day, but the action gets way 9 a.m. with that first fight. That's also going to be a heavyweight banger. The first fight's Jamal Pogues against another 3-0 heavyweight. Anytime Jamal Pogues comes out, you know somebody's getting knocked out.
Let's do it. There y'all got it. Your main card, UFC Fight Night, Saudi Arabia. See y'all next week.
Let's go.
Fight Time Network.